Okay, here we go. Analogous colors. Colors that are beside each other on the color wheel. 3 to 4 colors that are near each other. So instead of being opposites, triangular like primaries, analogous colors. So this is a good way to get colors together that feel like they work. They actually work together. So you look at your color wheel, you pull some things out, pull some colors out together, and you make some paintings. So here's a piece that's just done in greens, blues, and purples. So this is what you're looking at. These 3 sets of 3 colors, analogous colors. They're close to each other on the wheel. Pastels, darker, whole variety of different things and different ways that you can do this. So everything here is this warm. Everything, single thing here is cool. All the greens and yellows. Blue, green, yellow. So interior designers, it's a great way to design something where you just, instead of crazy colors all over the place, you just grab colors that actually work together because they're related. They're close to each other on the spectrum. So all of these interior designing pieces are created in that way of looking consciously and purposely on how colors go together. So it's on the spectrum, it's the colors that are right beside each other. 3 to 4 colors that are right beside each other. These are all related to that. Out in nature, in photographs, paintings. Red, orange, yellow. There's no greens in there. Colors that work together. Purple, blue, green. And then what I wanted to do is tie this into a project where we create a story. So creating some type of story, some type of narrative off of this. So example that I did was a Greek myth about Icarus. So Icarus first starts off where there's a king and he's off conquering the world, and he leaves his beautiful queen at home, who falls in love with a god who is a bull, and they make love and they make a baby that is a half bull, half human, which is called a minotaur. And this minotaur is, throughout all video games and just all over the place. It's a half animal. It also reminds me of Ganesh, who's in the Indian traditions, where it's a half elephant and a half man. So the king came back and was not a happy camper, and he couldn't kill the kid because the kid is half god. So he asked the best architect in the land, Daedalus, to create a labyrinth or a maze that they could place the minotaur into, and that it would be there forever. And Daedalus almost couldn't get out. I think there was this part of the story where they even tried to kill him in there so no one would ever know how to get out. He ended up over time helping this minotaur get out, and he was then banished with his son Icarus to an island. So here's some pictures of mazes. So a maze kind of relates to the psychology of the mind a lot. There's games, there's they could be angular, they can be organic. This is a super old maze. These forms relate into all cultures all over the world. They're pretty cool. So there's one in Chartres Cathedral where you walk on it, and it takes quite a while to walk on it. And there's one at Grace Cathedral. Oh, this one's the one at Chartres. There's also one at Grace Cathedral in San Francisco that they have out onto the floor, which is awesome. And so Daedalus and his son Icarus were on a prison island, and Daedalus, being such an amazing builder and inventor, gathered the feathers from birds and had wax from candles, and he built himself and his son wings so that they could fly out. And so this story is actually about temperance, and so not getting too high and not getting too low. Like, don't fly too close to the sun because your wings will melt, or don't fly too close to the water and the salt water. And the story then is of the son who is just super psyched to be flying. I would do that too. Went too close to the sun is the story. Get it? The sun. And he ends up crashing and burning. So these are all different pictures throughout history. Some of them are contemporary, some of them are older. But it gives you an idea of how somebody illustrated part of this story. So our project then is to turn a story like this story, or a story like this, of a myth. They say you can learn things better if it's connected to a myth. And myth and mythologies are old stories that run deeper in the human consciousness and psyche. And so Icarus crashes. And I love this one. It's an old painting by Peter Bruegel. There's this farmer, and he's doing the land, and way in the corner of the painting is Icarus down here crashing into the water. Right, the whole painting's called Icarus or something like that, and just a teeny weeny part of it is that. So the project is to do a analogous color painting, and to connect it to a myth. So you're going to tell a story. You can illustrate it in a couple different ways. Like that story had a minotaur, a maze, inventions, wings, flying, father, son. So something like that. So that's our current project.